Avoid these mistakes for the forehand topspin. Hello everyone, I'm Yanan. Today I'm going to share a technique known as the topspin against backspin. First of all, I think there are some misconceptions about this technique. Some friends feel that when facing a backspin ball, they might need to lower their center of gravity too much. I believe this is a common misunderstanding when dealing with backspin balls. It's not necessarily true that if the ball is backspin or appears low. First and foremost, it's about judgment. And looking at the trajectory of the ball, it has a low arc. But that doesn't mean our hand needs to drop too much. The hand should still maintain an angle that is roughly parallel to the table surface. If you drop too low, you'll end up generating power from a bottom-up direction, which may result in an unstable trajectory for the ball. And it could also affect the quality of your power application. So my advice is, when the ball is low, it's actually about lowering your center of gravity. Your hand should remain about the same height, close to the table. However, many times people feel uncomfortable generating power. The real issue is often with their foot, not with their hands. Sometimes people don't clearly distinguish between the main and secondary issues. So I suggest that judging the situation is the most important thing. Then, adjust your footwork accordingly. Find a suitable way or position to handle a backspin serve. And make sure your stroke doesn't go from low to high. Just keep it parallel to the ball. When dealing with a backspin, the key is to focus on the contact point, which is different from a topspin where you might hit the ball more forcefully, with some friction involved. But with a backspin, the friction component is usually a bit more pronounced. Pure friction turns this ball into a pure topspin, which might remind us of the looping techniques from the 70s and 80s. Because nowadays such techniques are no longer used. Backspin balls are mostly countered with aggressive shots or high-quality so-called adjustments. But in our daily training, we still focus on attacking the high point to generate power. This is our main training objective. So I also suggest everyone to focus on looping backspin. There's no need to discuss the height of the ball when we initiate our stroke. In fact, our initiation is quite similar regardless of the ball's height or spin. These elements are crucial.
Read more about table tennis on my blog, PingSunday.com. Get free ebook and coaching advices. See you in the next video.